Karanja, KTN News.
Right, so back in 2020, if I may get it correctly, the lawmaker, Kapseret lawmaker, Oscar Sudi, I got it right, a Kapseret member of parliament, Oscar Sudi, was arrested for hate speech that touched on the mother of President Uhuru Kenyatta. And today that case the case was taken to court, and the court hearing is today. So I bring in my colleague Ibrahim Karanja, who's been following up on that story. Ibrahim Karanja, good morning. Kindly bring us up to date with the latest information.
Well, good morning, Brenda. Yes, we are at the courts here in Nakuru. And like you correctly said, this is a case that started back in 2020 when Kapseret Member of Parliament, Oscar Sudi, was arrested for alleged hate speech. Remember, he is being charged here for hate speech that touches on Mama Ngina Kenyatta, that is mother to President Uhuru Kenyatta, and the case has been ongoing. I remember Sudi was transferred from Eldoret to Nakuru and was charged here in Nakuru for this particular case. And right now, today, the hearing continues with a third prosecution witness set to go to court and say what he knows about this particular case. And right now, I'm joined by the defense counsel for Oscar Sudi, the entire defense team, of course, led by lawyer Kipkoech Ngetich. His name usually is quite tough to get. Anyway, Wakili, thank you so much for speaking to us on KTN. Today, the third prosecution witness comes to court. So far, I'm hearing you talking about him not turning up on time.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim Karanja, and all the viewers of KTN. I want to say that this is the fourth time we're coming for hearing in this case before Honorable Orenge here in Nakuru. Sadly for all of us, only 2 witnesses have testified, and today we are expecting the third witness. It's now going to 10. The Honorable Magistrate has been waiting for this case. This is the only case that is slated for hearing. This is a little bit disturbing, considering the fact that the arrest of Honorable Oscar Sudi in Eldoret the other time, even though he presented himself, was very dramatic. This is a person who was flown from Eldoret to Nakuru in a police chopper. We don't understand why. And then several months later, this is about almost 1 year now, we only have 2 witnesses, and the other witnesses don't want to come to court. They are so like a bicycle in the manner in which they approach this court, and that is why we must at the very outset condemn the manner in which the prosecution and the police are running around this case. The National Cohesion and Integration Commission, that they should be very clear. They can't keep holding the court hostage. They can't keep the accused person hostage.
Are you reading malice out of this?
From the word go, we said this was politics. This was an attempt to use the security apparatus of this country to militarize politics. This was an attempt to use the police of this country and the security apparatus to grind and to demolish opposition in the Kenyan politics.
Mm-hmm. And are you in communication perhaps with the prosecution team? What are they saying, especially about the witness expected to turn up today? I've seen Mheshimiwa has been here for quite some time. What is the prosecution saying?
Thank you very much. The prosecution, led by Monica Mburu, has been here also with us since 9 in the morning. She's been waiting for the witnesses. We've been engaging, we've been talking. We've given more time. The court has granted more time. But even as we talk now, the witness who is expected to come today is yet to be within the presence of this court. And that is why I said this is extremely deplorable. And as the defense counsel, speaking for the accused person, we must say that we must stop militarization of politics and the attempt to use the security apparatus of this country, to use the prosecution wing of the executive to punish political competition and to militarize politics.
Mm-hmm. Well, let me engage you, Wakili, and we are at the third prosecution witness. 5. The prosecution expected to bring 5, if I'm right. What do you make of this sort of slow proceeding of the case, especially where we are, and what was your expectation in terms of when the case will have completed up to now? Start with your name, sir.
My name is Collins Kiprono, an advocate for the accused person, the defense team. As my learned senior has clearly stated, we are flabbergasted. We are disgusted by how the state is dealing with this matter. And, you know, under Article 50, everyone has the right to fair hearing. And fair hearing includes matters being dealt with expeditiously. You can imagine we've come to court this the 5th time. We are yet to proceed. We are actually left in a quandary of how we will deal with the matter, noting it's already actually headed to 11. and the witness is not here. We are not getting any sort of communication. The last time the witness had joined the matter on the basis of a very important security matter they were attending. So I can imagine if that matter was as important as the arrest of the accused person, the same chopper that brought the accused person should have actually brought the witness. That is my take. This is purely a political process. It has no legal basis, and that is why they've gotten a cold feet on how to prosecute this matter. Yes.
Now, perhaps you might bring us up to speed. The prosecution intended to bring 5 witnesses. How does it look on your side, even without going to the case?
No, I don't want to talk about the merits of the case. I'm just talking about the prevailing circumstances, because as a defense team, we've always been confident on how we'll dispense with this matter. We know this is a political case without any legal basis of bearing. But I don't want to go to the merit as such, but we are very confident. And that is why we've been here from 8:30, knowing we were to proceed at 9, we would actually be concluding the 2 or 3 witnesses which are left in the matter. Yeah.
Perhaps very briefly and finally, Wakile Kipkoech, how has this, the elongating of the court process affected your client in terms of even interacting in Parliament or even his day-to-day activities? How has it sort of affected him?
Thank you very much. I must say that save for the fact that our client is a very strong-willed person, this is a very depressing case. This is a case where the sword of Damocles would be referred in the Greek mythology. This is a case where you have so much weight on your shoulders, you have so much weight every other time the media is doing cases of hate speech across the country. Your name features as Honorable Oscar Sudi facing a case in Nakuru. This is not a desirable situation, so it has put so much weight, truly speaking, over his head, and we are hoping that the prosecution is going to do the right thing, the police is going to do the right thing, and the court, which is waiting, is going to be given a chance to hear this case and conclude the case expeditiously.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, Brenda, you've heard it from the defense counsel of the Honorable Oscar Kipchumba Sudi, of course, complaining that the case seemed to be taking a very slow pace, that the last time the witness was supposed to appear said that they had a very important engagement to attend, security engagement. They did not appear. Right now, it is almost 2 hours since they came to court. And again, this particular witness has not appeared, despite the fact that the prosecution, the lawyers from the prosecution side are still here. So, Brenda, we shall be following up this case. And anything that shall be said, if the witness appears and anything that shall be said, our viewer is sure of getting it here at KTN News.
And we do appreciate that, Ibrahim Karanja. You know that you'll give us the live coverage of that court session. So far, you're up to date with what is making the headlines. Another commercial break. I'll be right back with more news here.